We're going to take a look at a really cool, maybe obscure, Beatles tune, I'm Only Sleeping. Now this is a Lennon tune that came out on Revolver, and it was sort of, the lyrics are kind of interesting. It's sort of about, well, he was kind of like wrapped up in psychedelic stuff going on and just wanted to not be bothered. Leave me alone, I'm only sleeping. Uses mostly open chords. Now something unusual happened on the recording. They did a lot of various kinds of processing to it, and it ended up being a half step lower than it was recorded. So if you listen to the original and try to play along, you're going to have a hard time finding the chords, even though they're all mostly open and easy chords. So we're going to start this off as an ear training song, and in the next segment I'll play through it with the usual music stand here in the way, and you can just listen to it first. But before you even do that, I want you to be kind of familiar with the tune, going back and listening to it, and kind of getting an idea of the format. How many sections there are, what happens there. There's also some really unusual guitar sounds that George gets, and that's because they played it backwards. So if when you hear the guitar, and what happens is the guitar notes, when you play them normally, they have a quick attack, boom, and then they decay gently. Well, when you play back a reverse tape of that, they fade in, and then cut off instantly, kind of like getting sucked into the void. So anyway, interesting guitar sounds going on with George's electric guitar playing in there. It makes it very unusual, very experimental kind of tune, as lots of things that were going on in the day. But so that's it for this quick little intro to what's going on. Go listen to it from Revolver or wherever you can find it. And in the next segment, I'll strum through it, just through the parts, and you can hear what's going on. And then we'll work, so you can work on your ear training, and then we will break it down after that. Okay, coming up, a little listen, and then what did you hear segment. So the lesson on I'm Only Sleeping is done as a work it out lesson, meaning it's done as ear training. So I strum through the chords, you know, kind of like this, with the music stand in the way, and you hear stuff like this. Then we break it down and go into what were those chords, and we'll talk about what key and keys happen in the song and what chords you're likely to see. We even take a look at possibly playing a little solo. So, if you'd like to take a look at the lesson on I'm Only Sleeping, it's up now at TotallyGuitars. It's part of the Target program, which is our monthly subscription program. There are also a lot of free lessons if you want to get started on some stuff that's easier, but every once in a while I like to put up ear training lessons where the goal is listen to it and figure it out. One of the things that makes the original, as I mentioned in the segment you saw, one that makes the original on this difficult is that with enough tape fumbling around, it ended up being a half step lower than standard pitch. They're trying to alter John's voice a little bit to sound like a little old man. And so, if you want to try to figure it out from the recording, you need to get something like Song Surgeon or something else that will change the pitch for you, or tune your guitar down a half step. In any case, all that kind of stuff is available at TotallyGuitars. A bunch of free lessons and hundreds and hundreds of lessons on songs like this. Tons of Beatles tunes, and a lot of other great stuff. So, hope you get a chance to come visit us at TotallyGuitars.